Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Rachel. I'm a photographer, visual artist. I'm based in London. In this video, I'm going to share with you my top art exhibitions for 2026. But before I start talking about that, it's why I'm sharing this top art exhibition. If you're a creative, a photographer like me, I'm always on the lookout for inspiration. And honestly, sometimes I don't know where to look for to find it. And going to an art exhibition, I think, is the best way, I believe, to boost your creativity, to boost your inspiration. Of course, don't just walk into the exhibition just bland, going through it very quickly, not really trying to get something out of it. Before you go to the exhibition, prepare a notebook, write down what inspired you, what did you like, what you didn't like, what can you explore more. In this video, I'm going to share about these exhibitions. It's going to be Paris and London. I'm going to start with my top exhibitions in Paris. The first exhibition I want to talk about is Martin Parr. Martin Parr was a very famous British photographer. He is the type of photographer who holds a mirror into our face to show the flaws of our society. The Martin Parr exhibition is going to take place in Paris at the Musée du Jeu de Paume, near the Tuileries. It's going to be from the 30th of January to the 26th of June. So why would I go to this Martin Parr exhibition? Honestly, I'm not a fan of his photography. I find it far too vulgar, too much in your face. But that's why I should go, because it's completely at the opposite of what I'm doing. I do portraiture and I tend to celebrate beauty, not necessarily what you see. Martin Parr, on the other side, his photography is full in your face. It's just showing everything as it is, the flaws of our society. And this exhibition is going to focus on the challenge of our planet, the environment, everything that we don't want to see, that we're hiding. And Martin Parr was not afraid to show that in his photography. His photography is mostly about a message, bringing forward what we don't necessarily want to see. It's also considered as art, but it's completely at the opposite of what I'm doing. So okay, I want to go. I love his saturated colors, but I'm going to walk out thinking, what can I learn from that? How can I twist my photography? Because sometimes you get stuck in a loop. You always do the same stuff. You always do the same style because you love it, but you don't really challenge yourself. You don't really push yourself. This exhibition is definitely going to push me. It's going to push you too. The next Paris exhibition is a painter I absolutely love. I love Impressionist painting. We're also going to celebrate the 40th anniversary this year of the opening of the Musée d'Orsay. So this exhibition is celebrating a famous Impressionist painter, which is Renoir. The exhibition is called Renoir and Love. It's celebrating the interaction, the relationship between men and women in guinguettes, street, in picnics. It's really celebrating love. This is going to be an amazing exhibition. Why do I want to say it? I absolutely love Impressionism. I love the color palette they use. It's very soft. Let me think a bit of the photographer I'm talking about is Sarah Moon. If you don't know her, look her up. Look up her photography. It's going to think this exhibition can inspire you to try new techniques, to push yourself beyond the perfection. Because she was really a lot into emotional and she was a lot into blur. Don't be afraid of the blur and have a look at Sarah Moon's photography. So this exhibition is going to be at the Musée d'Orsay from the 17th of March to the 19th of July, and I'm so looking forward to it. Another French painter, which I love. His painting is so underrated. The Douanier Rousseau. Why was he called the Douanier? Because this guy was working in custom until he was 49. 49, he decided, I had enough of his life. I want to move to Paris to become a painter. And this is what he did. He became a painter, and quite a famous one. And why do I love his painting? Because very luxurious vegetation is a lot of green and there's some touch of colors. There's also a portrait in it. Or the complementary colors together. There's always a touch. There's a lot of in his painting, and then there's a touch of pink, of orange, which is really going to attract the eye. This exhibition, I believe, is going to teach you how to use color in your photography and how to use color to attract the eye. Prepare your notebook. What do you want to walk out from this exhibition from? What do you want to learn? Go with an open eye, and if you don't know him, looking up. I encourage you to go and see painters, photographers, designers that you don't like, because this is where you're gonna push yourself to learn something new, something different. I know we love our comfort zone, me too, but this is gonna push ourselves to go beyond the borders, go beyond the limit. This exhibition is gonna take place at the Musée de l'Orangerie from the 25th of March 20th of July. I hope I invited you to encourage you to go and see this exhibition of the Douanier Rousseau. Another very famous photographer, which is Nan Golding. I tried to see her exhibition in Arles. It felt impossible because each time I was going, there were long queues and I had to queue for another 2 hours. And honestly, I didn't want to do that, so I just gave up. So this exhibition of Nan Golding called It's Not Gonna End Well is gonna take place at the Grand Palais. The Grand Palais is an amazing place for exhibition. I saw the Dolce & Gabbana exhibition last year and I think it's gonna be pretty amazing. The exhibition called It's Not Gonna End Well is about her friends, her community living through AIDS and addiction in the 1980s. It's kind of, when I first discovered Nan Golding, I was doing a master's in fine art photography. And honestly, I didn't get the hype of why she was so famous, why she was an artist, why she was so celebrated. Because for me, her photography looked a bit like snapshot, badly composed, badly lit. It's really the type of photography I thought, what is this about? But she's not really talking about photography here. She's talking about human life. She's sharing insight from a community, what people live through when they went through AIDS and addiction, the challenge they were facing. And her photography is really raw. It's, again, like Martin Parr, is in your face. It's not about beauty. It's not about perfection. It's not about believing, dreaming, but it's about the reality we have to face, we have to look at. And she's not afraid to show us and to push all this reality in our face. Again, like Martin Parr, I'm going to go to this exhibition with open eyes. What am I going to look for? Moving from my perfect portrait, stepping into something a bit less spontaneous, more about documenting. Walking around with a camera rather than planning everything, walking around with a camera every day and trying to take a shot every day. My photography has become a bit constrained. I think I forgot the joy of photographing. Golding is also showing us that. She's showing about sharing the community, the joy of photography, just taking photos to document, to speak about someone she wants to talk about. This exhibition of Nan Golding is going to be at the Grand Palais from the 18th of March to the 21st of June. So I definitely recommend, if you want to push your limits, if you want to get out of your comfort zone from photography, definitely go and see her, and don't forget to bring your notebook to walk out with some findings and what are you going to work on next. Moved into something which is much more stylish, fashion, beauty. It's more going to be about the 18th century. So this exhibition is called Femme en Miroir, and it celebrates the fashion, the style of the women of the 18th century. It's also a way to discover how women considered being feminine at the time. I really loved the exhibition of Marie Antoinette at the V&A. I became a big fan of Baroque fashion, of Baroque style. I love Baroque churches. I didn't really understand where Baroque came from. So the Reform was created and lots of people were moving from Catholicism to Reform. And the church thought, what can we do to attract the people? In fact, this is how they developed the Baroque style. The Baroque is really grandiose, lots of decorations, and love it. Last year I went to see the Dolce & Gabbana exhibition. I was just pure Baroque. The exhibition is celebrating Baroque style, the 18th century, with holding a mirror into the face of women who went through this period. So, and we learn from this how to use the Baroque style, maybe in photography, use costumes in your photography, and walk out with a notebook and say, okay, what did you like about here? What did I didn't like? What could I use this for? Oh, this is a great idea. No, I don't really like that. Walk around and think, okay, where could I use that? Oh, this is a little idea for me. This is really to boost your creativity. This is an exhibition called Femme en Miroir at the Musée de Cognac-Gé, a museum I've never been in Paris, but I definitely will go, and I will share my findings with you. Thank you so much. This exhibition starts on the 23rd of March until the 20th of September. Now I'm moving to London.